How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today we've got ourselves a brand new rumor coming to us from, of course, none else than 4chan. So let's jump right into it, shall we? Also, big thank you to you guys for all the support recently on all the videos. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much, and let's get started. So this one starts off like most of the other ones, but let's see what it has to say though. It's got a picture of, I think, Daredevil? I might be wrong, I'm not sure, but let's continue though. So, Crown Tundra News September, Vengeance. None surprising, the thing that's been happening in the world has impacted Nintendo's original plans for 2020. Expect a Direct-esque event in September. This could change as a version of it was set for August and was scrapped. Now, the likeliness of this sort of thing happening, well, possible. I do think, though, Nintendo said that their plans really weren't affected by the thing happening. I think they said they weren't. I might be wrong, but I think I heard they said that, but I could be wrong again. I don't know. However, this could change as the version of it was set for August and was scrapped. So there was some rumors, and there was actually, I think there was a rumor for tomorrow, for Monday. I think there was a rumor for the 28th or the 31st of August for a direct by an insider source who usually was correct, but apparently that didn't happen, right? On the 28th, I think, but or it was the 30th was, I don't remember, but my point is, it didn't happen, so the possibilities here that, well, I don't know, that none of this could be real, highly likely, or that it was cancelled and pushed forward to September, kind of possible, I guess. Next up though, among the contents in the events will be the vastly rumored Mario remasters, okay, Crown Tundra update, plus release date. Okay, so fair enough, I don't see issues here. Smash Fighter details and look into many smaller projects coming through holiday 2024 Nintendo. I'm really surprised they aren't mentioning anything else though, like where's everything else at though? It's gotta be more stuff. These could be changed to individual showings, i.e. Pokemon trailer on day X, Smash event with Sakurai on day X, and Mario reveal on day X. So basically saying that they could do just individual reveals for each one of these things separately instead of a singular big, event for all of them, which again, wouldn't be too out of the ordinary to be happening when it comes to Nintendo in recent times, because as you've noticed, there's been a lot of split-offs in terms of, what gets shown off and where. In regards to Crown Tundra, do not expect anything other than what has been data mined from the Isle of Armor. So that's something, well, a lot of people have been expected and pretty much talked about. 9 to 10 new fly locations have been data mined, but I believe some were being discussed in the build that is accessible in the Isle of Armor. Okay, that's a bit odd. Galar Slowking is indeed Ghost Psychic. Your designated Crown Tundra rival carries it. Okay, I thought it said design. I was like, what? So designated Crown Tundra rival, which I guess would be Peony's daughter, I would assume. Only other new Galarian Pokemon are the Bird Trio, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Their information has been confirmed by the Pokemon Company Incorporated already, so we already know that. The only other new Pokemon are Calyrex, Regidrago, Regieleki. In addition, just like the datamine, Calyrex has 2 additional forms, and the time of writing, these will be obtained through distribution. What? No, come on, that can't be possible, man. That would be awful if true. That would be awful. Really, distribution instead of actually having an event for them in the game? That would be the worst thing ever, bro, if true. Like, genuinely horrible. Honestly, genuinely horrible. I don't know what to say, guys. Like, that would be atrocious if true. I really wouldn't like that, but alright. Everything data mined so far is on point and accurate. New quality of life improvements include HA capsules, which once used in Essence, unlock the HA, allowing you to free switch back and forth with regular ability capsules. Another change being discussed as writing this could be addressed in Series 7 or 8. It is involving the battle timer. Ooh, okay. This change, however, has been a minor talks and never a true priority, as the next iteration of games will have more options for online play. Well, I'd love to know what those next games are, because that would be really cool to actually know what's the next thing from, Game Freak and Nintendo and Pokemon Company. Like, what's the next big thing? What's the next mainline game? Because we already know about this mobile game and all that whatever stuff, but I want to know about the good stuff, So, for more quality of life improvements, check the data mines. For Sword and Shield, however, completely disregard anything related to Mega Evolution, as that will not occur. As you guys may know, there was some files within the data mine that mentioned some Mega stuff, but it could just be leftover stuff. And he actually mentioned that, wow, it's just more leftover material and resources as Game Freak usually leaves behind for future iterations. So, yeah, pretty much as I kind of predicted there. Yeah, we've already seen this sort of stuff already sort of mentioned, so wouldn't be that surprising, to be frankly honest here, right, if they just left the stuff behind there, right? A lot of these assets for maybe megas and stuff were left behind that they maybe wanted to try to implement, or they just had it there to do tests and stuff. You never know. But either way, he continues on. New Raid Den MP is basically the backbone for Gen 4 Remake Underground, technically speaking. So I think he's talking about the new multiplayer, like MP, I guess multiplayer, I might be wrong, but I think he's talking about here like the new like adventures, like the new co-op adventures for the dens, the max raid dens. So I do like the idea of that feature. I think it looks cool, and if this is kind of going to be the backbone for the Underground for the remakes, that's a bit strange. I'm worrying, like, in case it's bad, it could be boding really bad for like the upcoming game. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like, we'll have to wait and see if that actually is true and it has any sort of impact, or if it, you know, even looks slightly remotely, even slightly similar to that. We'll see, right? But if you guys remember the Gen 4, you know, Underground, it was one of the best features about that game. It was such a fun little thing to do. Like, it wasn't, you know, a thing that you necessarily had to do. It was like a side activity, right? But it was fun. It was really fun, and you can access it pretty much from anywhere. Just dig into the ground, and you can just have a little base down there almost. Play mini games. I love the mini games there. Like, I think you had even like capture the flag and stuff. It was great. It was really fun feature, man. And imagine if we had like CTF and stuff like that down like in freaking Diamond and Pearl remakes. You know, it would be so fun. It would be so much fun, man. So I do hope they implement it. But I'm worried about when it says here that this is the backbone, because how do raid dens up, you know, down in dungeons and underground, how do those relate to the Underground feature from Gen 4? Like, how do they even correlate to each other when they're not the same thing? They're very different. Let's be honest, right? They're not the same thing. They're very different in terms of what they're meant to do. The max raids are just a way for you to get your hands on legendary Pokemon and Pokemon of higher level and stuff, whereas the Underground was never meant for you to kind of get better Pokemon from it, but more just like a fun side activity, mini game type of deal, right? It's just like a side feature. It was never a core thing to make, you know, your progress to the game different or make your teams more viable. I guess maybe slightly, but it wasn't like a major thing for those sort of things. It was just more like a fun side activity. So I'm mostly just worried about them, you know, messing that feature up by having it be too much related to like Sword and Shield with like dens and shit, because man, do I not want to mess around with that, to be honest. But hey, you never know. You never know what could happen, man. I'm trying not to question it too much, but that's basically the general rumor though. So that was the rumor, and I'm gonna be honest with you, there's some interesting stuff here. I'm really curious to know if we're like actually going to get a, you know, direct anytime soon, because there was some rumors from, you know, and some whisperings from actually credible people in the community, but then we didn't see anything. So this guy could be right about like possibly there being a delay in August, and they just decided, you know what, not the right time, let's just, you know, leave it for now and actually push out the direct or whatever we want to do at a later time frame, because it just doesn't fit right now, which is possible. Companies change all the time. I think even Nintendo, actually, we have some confirmed cases of them pushing a reveal and something like that, right, back to a different time frame, and to, you know, just like generally just to avoid conflicting with, you know, things happening in the world, or conflicting with other things, or just things that are having a problem over at their company, right? So anything is possible. But as for the rumor itself though, everything else seems pretty bog standard. The fact that he mentions mostly everything, you know, we've seen from the data mines is the same for the Isle of Armor, oh sorry, the Crown Tundra, you know, seems pretty standard. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Ruffle Rallet. This is a great day, and bye bye, ladies and gentlemen.